all for joining. Today I'm going to be talking about veganism. I do want to preface that a couple of the images that I will show can be seen as graphic. So why veganism is a moral and environmental imperative. Imagine being born into a life where your only purpose is to be consumed. That's the fate of billions of animals each year. Most of us consider ourselves kind, compassionate, and environmentally conscious. But what if our daily choices contradicted those values? As a vegan and someone who values critical thinking, I've researched the impact of our food choices. I watched plenty of documentaries that show the various detrimental impacts of animal agriculture. Many people say that veganism is extreme, but veganism is not extreme. What's extreme is ignoring the suffering of animals and the destruction of our planet just for a meal. Today, I'll show you how animal agriculture exploits sentient beings, why veganism is rooted in core moral principles, and how shifting our lifestyles could radically slow climate change. So let's start with the most important part, the victims. Animals are treated as commodities, not sentient beings. For example, just after birth, these animals suffer through body mutilization like debeaking and tail docking. The first image that I will show how cows become impregnated. So what happens is they take the semen from a bull and then they put it into a cow, and they do this over and over again until the cows can no longer be pregnant. And then after that, they dispose of them by slaughter. As April McKenzie argues in a 2019 article in the student journal Dissenting Voices, the dairy industry's treatment of cows' reproductive systems mirrors the control mechanism tackled by feminist movements. They live in horrible conditions. Pigs and cows live in crates just big enough to move back and forth. Chickens end up walking on top of each other due to extremely crowded spaces. And here you'll see what is called chicken culling. It is the process of killing male baby chicks because they are not vital for the egg industry. Even humane labels still involve slaughter and suffering, and there's nothing humane about slaughter. Now, let's explore why our values play such a big role in why we should be vegan. According to a 2024 article published in the Journal of Bioethical Inquiry, veganism aligns with major ethical theories by rejecting the commodification of animals and promoting sustainability. Veganism extends compassion to all beings, not just humans. It rejects the use of animals for food, clothing, and entertainment. It aligns with values that most of us share, like justice, nonviolence, and sustainability. And living out those principles doesn't just benefit animals, it also impacts our entire planet. Animal agriculture is a leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water use. Hannah Ritchie and Max Roser wrote an article that highlights the detrimental effects animal agriculture has on the environment. So here you will see that animal agriculture impacts our environment way more than plant agriculture does. It even uses the majority of our agriculture land. For livestock, meat, and dairy, 80% of our habitable land is used, and only 16% is left for crops for food. Switching to a plant-based diet can reduce your carbon footprint by up to 73%. UN and IPCC reports urge a global shift to plant-based diets to combat climate change. So, what does this mean for us? To wrap it up, we have to come to a consensus that veganism isn't a trend. It's an urgent call to align our values with our actions. I've showed you how animals suffer, how veganism represents ethical consistency, and how our planet depends on it. You don't have to be perfect, but we should all try our honest best to choose plants over pain. A great documentary I have watched myself is Dominion and What the Health and Cowspiracy, and they all can be accessed through YouTube or even Netflix, and they can show you more of what I have told you today. Thank you for listening.